guys, it's yours truly, Sunsetia, and today I'll be unboxing Mirror Me, Akiko Kittyama. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which of the newest dolls do you want me to unbox next. And if you are new here, you can watch these unboxing videos that I have made previously. So, let's get started. But first, let's talk about how MJA had responded to all of the controversy and people having problems with these dolls, including me. If you're unaware of this or haven't watched my Mirror Me Blaze Max unboxing video, then I had some personal problems with my Blaze Max doll having some severe issues with the way she came. So, in order to fix it, I decided to email MJ Help Center about my issue, showing them photos, the receipt, all of that information. And you want to ask, what did they reply with? And I did have an experience before with contacting the support, but for Mattel Monster High Real Drama dolls, because I received them and they had some minor paint defects that I did not like. And what they did in exchange is that they asked that, hey, you ship your dolls back to us, and instead we'll ship you new ones. And I decided not to do it because I got a gut feeling that what they would do to my defected dolls is that they would just throw them away and not really repurpose them for anything. And because of that, I decided to keep them. While with MGA's support that I got for my Mirror Me doll, everything was completely different. First, they did not request me to return the damaged doll to them. And they shipped out a replacement to me, meaning I got that doll and I'm keeping my damaged one, which in my opinion is already a pretty good deal. So if you ever have any issues with your doll, I really recommend texting the support, making a report for it. It really helps, as you can see. Before opening this doll, I really hope that she doesn't have any issues with her, like Blaze Max did. So let's take a closer look at the packaging before freeing her. Here she is up close. First thing I want to note is that the palette for her packaging is more pastel, which me, as somebody who loves cutecore aesthetic, absolutely adore it. Also, the fact that her signature with her first and last name, I think it's really cute how the first letter of her name has cat ears. Most of this doll's packaging is made out of plastic, and if you watched any of my previous Mirror Me dolls unboxings, then you know I'm not of the best opinion about it. I think it's sort of a waste of material, and I'm always pro cardboard packaging. The back art is absolutely stunning. I love the way she looks like on here. And it's actually making me realize that the little bit of her lips that's white, it's not a paint defect, but instead it's just like a kitten's fang. Here's her little kitty fang up close if you haven't noticed it before. Also, one of the aspects I forgot to tell you before starting this video is that if you didn't know previously from my other videos, my favorite out of all of the Mirror Me dolls that I had unboxed is Amora Valentina. But from the promo photos, I also really liked Akiko. So one of the things I will try to determine while unboxing her is whenever I like Amora or Akiko more. And I will, of course, like always, tell my opinions and thoughts at the end of this video. And now it's time for me to do a quick speed run for you unboxing her, because if you ever unboxed any of these dolls, you know it's a pain and it takes a lot of time. She's finally free. And here she is in her full glory. First thing that came up when I opened her packaging looks much smoother. It looks much more round. Probably because, well, the shapes that make up the back of her packaging are, well, more round. And it's actually seems to be looking like a cat silhouette with its little paws over here, cat ears, and it seems like there's a face behind. So I will remove the doll right now and then we'll see. Also, before I opened her, I also noticed one thing. She has these holes in her packaging meant for her arms, but since her arms are in her paws, they're just connected by these little things to these parts. So I don't know why did they cut out these holes here if they're basically useless. So yep. For her, I am borrowing a more stand, so I'm sorry, Queen, you still look gorgeous. And if you ever want to get your own dolls, custom Mirror Me stands, because one thing you always gotta remember, they do not come with stands, sadly. Then I will put the link down below to my Mercari and my Cults 3D account, where you can purchase these as files, or you can order them physically if you don't have a 3D printer. I know I have to review the packaging right now, but guys, her outfit is so soft and nice to the touch. It's like a blanket, but better, because this fabric has like longer fur and this one has shorter, so it's really nice to touch. And this one is fur too, so it's really cool. And also, one thing I want to note is that she has beauty marks on her face, which are surprisingly the same beauty marks that I myself have. Well, maybe not the one that's on this part of her face, but definitely this one is just like mine. So I think it's a really cute detail. We definitely need much more dolls that have beauty marks. That's like one thing that I honestly see less often than, for example, vitiligo. So I think that's definitely a big plus for me. Here is how the background looks like without the doll on it. Honestly, I love the holographic effect on this one specifically. It really looks like bubbles, and even though I was wrong and it doesn't really have a cat face, these holes that were holding the doll kind of look like the cat's eyes, and this part specifically looks like the nose. So even though this seems like an unintentional detail, I still think it's really cute. So now, let's take a closer look at the accessories that the doll comes with. The first accessory that the doll comes with is this really cute pink bag with cat ears on it. It's very simple, it doesn't have any painted details to it, and it's textured, so it's kind of like leather, but it's actually made out of plastic. Also, there's a really cute charm on the side that features a cat paw and a little cute kitty face. The second accessory that the doll comes with is this really cute cat plushie. It's made out of plastic, which is really sad because it's kind of big, and I feel like maybe make it less detailed, but you could make it out of fabric, like an actual plushie for the doll, like those little bear plushies that they sell at craft stores. And also, it reminded me of this bag that came with one of the LOL dolls previously. And I think that they're really similar to each other because they have like the same face style and the same texture. So that's a fun little detail that I really like, because this bag is from a doll that's my favorite LOL doll, Candylicious. So yeah, again, pretty simple plastic accessory. I wish they added either more detail or made it out of fabric. That would be awesome. And the last thing that the doll comes with is this really cute cup with a cat in it and this little coaster in the shape of a cat's paw with it. I think it's really nice. It's by far the most detailed accessory that she comes with. It's nice, it's simple, but it's really cute, and I can't wait to take off the doll's paws so that I could try out and see how it looks like in her hands. And now, let's take a closer look at the doll herself. But first, let's take a closer look at her body without the clothes. So if you don't want to see it and you're not just interested in these dolls' articulation, then skip until this time. Here she is without any clothes on. As you can see, she has the very same body sculpt as the other Mirror Me dolls. Here is her face up close. As you can see, her eyeshadow is transitioning from yellow to white to pink. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in reality, her eyeshadow also has some shine to it. As for her irises, as you can see, there is no specific symbol in them, even though all of the other Mirror Me dolls have a symbol symbolizing their emotion in their eyes. And now for the sad part. Her hands underneath the gloves are actually deformed. You cannot see it as much on this hand, but the other hand is absolutely horrid. Here it is. I guess I'll have to contact the support again, now for this doll. So I'll probably will make a whole video regarding what will come out of this, what they will ship, and how will they like compensate for this issue. Because look at this. Her fingers are basically broken looking. And let's be for real, you will not be able to display a doll with these kind of hands. It just looks awful. And if you were curious, whenever her bottom part of her leg is flesh colored or white, it's actually white, which can be seen right here. You can see the airbrushing of the flesh color on the white. For her hair, it's not only brown, but also has some strands of smoky pink in it. Now, let's take a closer look at the pieces of her outfit. Here are her shoes that have an imitation of belts and leg warmers on them. Me personally, I would prefer the leg warmers to either be A, be able to be taken off, or B, be made out of fabric, because I'm just not a fan of making fabric outfits out of plastic. And also, as you may have noticed, on the bottom of her shoes she has paws. Before putting it on, I decided to show some appreciation to her beautiful dress that's made out of several layers of fabric, which can be seen here. It's very nicely sewn, and most importantly, it's not only the plush fabrics, there is also some satin underneath the top layer. Also, on the back, there's this fold that goes along the lines, and on the back it actually looks like she has a cat's tail. Here's how the dress looks like on the doll, and the back too. The top of her outfit is made out of the same material and also has some satin underneath. Here's how the top looks like on the doll, and as you may have noticed, she has now earrings in her ears, which originally this doll and any of the Mirror Me dolls, they do not come with earrings, but I made my own custom ones matching every single doll from this line. So if you would like to purchase these and color them by yourself or order custom painted ones, I'll leave the link in the description for my Mercari and my Cold 3D. She also has a plastic belt, just like the ones on her shoes, on one of her legs. And here's how it looks like on the doll. As for her gloves, they're actually joined with her sleeves. The toe beans part is actually printed on. It's paint, not another type of fabric. And there are also these cute crisscross ribbons on the top of her sleeve. As for putting the gloves back on, it's actually really hard to do, and maybe it's even impossible, because even I, after a lot of struggle, as far as I could get her hand back into the glove, is here is like the hand part of her arm. The problem is that her hands are made out of rubber, so the fingers keep getting stuck in the inside stitching of her gloves. So far, the only way that I found to put these back on fully is by taking off the hand part and just putting them in that way. Of course, there's no articulation in them now, but right now I'll try to put the gloves back on with the hands, but probably it will just have to work this way. Yeah, it's kind of not thought through. So I ended up cutting a few stitches that connected the paw part to the rest of the sleeve. So now there's an opening, so I hope now there will be a chance to put this glove back onto the doll's arm. Guys, I found the source of the problem. The thing is, the plush inside of her hand, it's not secured with anything, meaning you can like literally take it out, and because of that, it's difficult to put the hand into the paw. So now maybe I'll find a way to stuff it into there. Okay, I kind of sort of did put it in, but I'm genuinely surprised that it's so hard to do. Like, these dolls, keep in mind, they are meant to be for kids. Well, and collectors too, but how is a kid supposed to do all of this without any help? Like, it's a genuine question. I did it, guys. Here, it's on. Not completely, and I'm scared to move it, because what if it falls out? Then I feel like it would be really difficult to put it back in, because this took me like 15 minutes to put on. And that's only one arm. So I'm keeping the other one like this with just the glove on, because this is generally way too difficult to do and it's not secure, so I'm scared that her gloves are going to like fall out. Or maybe I'll try it, but I will do that later when I have more time. I lied, guys. I did do it with the other hand. Pro tip to anyone who will want to take the gloves off and put them back on to this doll: use anything, not exactly sharp, but anything small, to push the filling in the gloves back in so that it creates more space for the hand to come in. But even so, after all of this suffering, her gloves are still like peeking out. It's not perfect, but it will work. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed because I really like her so far. I think she's really cute, but the quality and some design choices are kind of questionable. And here she is, guys, in her full glory. Yes, I ended up not testing out the cup on her because she has paws. But here this Onamora is, and as you can see, yes, she can hold it, but only in her right arm. Overall, I really like this doll, but at the same time, here is a few design choices that I think were a bit questionable and some recommendations. First of all, her dress is really pretty, but I wish she had some sort of a belt because there's this one specific fold on her dress from the packaging that you can't really see it, but in my opinion it's pretty annoying and there's like a lot of empty space on there. So some sort of more detail to her dress or some sort of a belt would be really nice to cover that up and add more interest to it. Also, I don't really appreciate the fact that for most of the dress they used literally the same material color pattern. I think it really bumps down the outfit for me because it makes it look all the same, especially from afar. Also, I don't like the fact that the pleather for her sleeves is a bit of a yellower shade of white, and because of that it reminds me of these old bags or old apartments walls kind of color. Of course, the gloves are a pain. That's another thing I don't really like. I wish they sort of give her like another pair of hands. And now it's time for my final vote. Who I think is better, Akiko or Amora? And my final decision is Amora. Akiko, in my opinion, through as many of these dolls as I have opened, is a solid second place after Amora. Because in my opinion, one thing that really changed my opinion about her and affected my final decision is the quality of her outfit. It really disappointed me because she is so cute, and as you can see, I even got this beautiful sofa at the thrift for her to sit on. But the fact that her outfit is so low quality, it just sort of throws me off. So I love the way she looks like. I love her face. I think it's really lovely. But Amora is still in my heart. She is still the most gorgeous doll in my opinion. Because first of all, I had zero problems with her entire outfit and accessories when I unboxed her, which is something you cannot really say for the other dolls. And also, I love her makeup. I love her overall outfit. Even though it's very simple, at least it's not as problematic as some other dolls. And Even though at first I thought it looked really ugly that she has like random stuff going on here, like all of this is like really bright pink and the sleeves are like brown. Right now when I look at her, I think it all of sort of comes together. I will probably change her out of it though. It's fine for like a basic fit, but in my opinion, I will make her something better because I know how to sew. I've made previously clothes for dolls before, so I'll probably make her at least something different. But right now, I feel like she is the best of the line. I love her hair color palette. I love her cake shaped bag. And I love her the way her legs look like. I think it's really cool. And her shoes are oops. And her shoes are pretty cool too. And as you may know, I just love when dolls have clear accessories or clear parts to them. So that's why my final verdict is Akiko is really cute. She's such a cuddly doll, but would be so much better with better quality and different design choices. While Amora is definitely a winner here. But now that she's on my shelf display, guys, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe she will be my favorite. It's so hard to choose. They're both beautiful. So yeah, I don't care, both win. It's it's the friendship we built along the way that wins. I don't know, just choose your own favorite. They're both awesome. And this is all for today's video. If you like it, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what do you think about this doll line or this doll specifically. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!